How do you find, I guess, a consumer environment? You've got the US consumer story still going pretty strong. We've got hopefully the removal of the trade war complication for China as well. Where are you seeing opportunities?
Well, our business is doing pretty well. If I look at our last quarter, we grew 5% in our client business. We grew a little bit, about that speed the whole year. So we're seeing a lot of interest in PCs and technology, and we're seeing growth. We actually had, if you look back in our history, we hit $11.7 billion of revenue last quarter in our client business. It was the highest we ever had. So if you think, we just started a new decade. If you think back to the start of the decade, people were talking about where PCs went, maybe even the death of the PC. We've ended with and started a new decade with more interest than ever in technology that people are putting in their hands, which is pretty exciting to me.
Yeah, Sam, talk to me about this trend, if you will, of folding screens. We've got Lenovo's offering at about $2,500 per unit. Can you give us a ballpark on where your product is priced? And do you think it's I guess, a sustainable trend, or is it sort of more of a novelty thing, given that we've seen quite a bit of stagnation in the PC sector?
I think it's an exciting trend, and we're pushing. If you look at whether it's our devices and a concept we showed off here called Ori that has a foldable screen, devices that are getting thinner, more portable, devices that are getting intelligent, people want tools that allow them to be more productive. They want tools that are personal. They want tools that can go with them. And I think it's an evolution of the PC. What we've seen is the glass keeps getting bigger, so you're just looking at a screen on the top of your PC. Then we put together a concept that is folding glass, the whole system. So you have flexibility of a large screen device. You can have, do networking and video conferencing on one side. You can write your notes on the other side. It's about giving people more options. I think those devices, what we find is people want more premium devices, help them do more things, and we see increasing demand for that in the industry. And that's why we're exploring some of the concepts that we showed off here at CES.
Well, they look very cool, Sam. It's Kathleen Hayes in New York. I have a couple of questions for you on these particular folding laptop devices. Are they coming into production anytime soon? How are you going to price them? Lenovo's foldable offerings priced at around $2,500 a unit. How big is the market?
Kathleen, I think it'll be a small part of the market to start, and we haven't announced pricing and availability dates. What we did do is put them out as concepts we've been working in our lab for multiple years. So it was a first time for us to take some of the innovation and things that we're working on, show them off, and then go set the direction of what the right timing is to bring them to market. Obviously, we sell everything from a couple $100 PCs to PCs in the multi-$1,000 space. And when you have people who are, professionals and can use great tools and get productivity out of that, then they're willing to pay more for those devices. So our aim was to show off some of the great things you can go and do, and then we're going to keep working on getting that to a production system that can be even better and hit the kind of price points that allow us to scale it to more volume.
So another concept device is gaming. It's actually a portable gaming device. You call it Concept UFO, sort of like a Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Is it coming to production? How big of a market, and how big of a segment of what you guys do at Dell? What kind of money can you make here?
Well, we see the gaming space is really attractive to us. So we acquired a company, Alienware, more than 10 years ago. We've built the #1 gaming business in the PC space. It's a fast-growing segment. You look at people sometimes going to school, using a PC for schoolwork, but gaming on the side. It's increasing in popularity. We showed off exactly what you said, Concept UFO. Again, it's a device that we've been working on in our labs. We wanted to get some feedback, show people where we think gaming can go. And the thing that's neat about it is a full power PC. So you think about the performance, the graphics, the capability of a PC game put into that kind of size device is really impressive. And it gave you the flexibility to use that as a single handheld device, detach the screen, use a controller, even cast that to other TVs in your house. And we see that kind of interest in gaming led us to explore that kind of form factor. And we think there's a lot of opportunity in people using devices to do things that are productivity based, do things for personal entertainment. We see more people watching on our devices, watching TV and streaming services than using big TVs. So that's where I say the device and the PC, it started the decade, maybe on the downswing. It ends the decade with a lot of interest in how people can use that technology for the good and for their enjoyment, for their betterment.